The Ontario Workforce Priority Stream instructions were launched. However, folks were awaiting when the portals are going to open, when the employers will be able to submit their job offer, and when can applicants submit their expression of interest. Well, that wait seems to be over now. The OINP portal is live now as of August 4th, 2026. The OINP's employer portal is now live, which was under maintenance before. That means your employer can now submit a job offer, followed by which you can submit your expression of interest. This video, we're going to talk about how to submit a job offer under the new workforce priority stream. I'm going to show you the step-by-step demo for how as an employer you can submit the job offer for your employee. So stay tuned until the end of this video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dhruv. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. At our firm, we assist all prospective immigrants with their immigration to Canada. So if you are an aspirant, you need assistance, here is our contact information. Feel free to get in touch with us and we would be happy to assist you. If you'd like to chat with me or any RCIC in our firm, you can book an appointment. The link to book an appointment is in the description of this video, along with numerous other links that you may find useful. So make sure you check the description of the video. Now, talking about the OINP employer job offer submission under the workforce priority stream and the steps for your employer or for you as an employer to follow. Before we go into those details and the demo, let's quickly take a moment to answer the comment of the week. This comment comes on our video on visitor record extension, process and reasons for extension, and the question is, can we apply for 2 back-to-back visitor record extensions? The answer is absolutely yes. If you have applied for a visitor record and that visitor record that was granted to you is nearing expiry, you can ask for another extension. You just have to have a valid reason why you want an extension, and along with that you need to have sufficient finances to support your stay in Canada. As long as that is the case, you can continue to ask for any number of extensions until IRCC stop issuing you extensions. However, there's nothing stopping you from asking for extension. Now, going back to the OINP's workforce priority stream employer portal job offer submission process. Now, if you're an employer and you are looking to submit the job offer for your employee to support them under OINP's new workforce priority stream, this is what you need to do. Here on the screen, you can see the OINP e-filing portal. If you just Google OINP e-filing portal, this is the first link over here where you need to go. Now, guys, if you already have an account, you would be prompted to log into that account. Now, because we are already logged into the account, that's why it's asking us to log out. However, in case you have an account, you just log in following the instructions. If you don't have an account, you can register an account for an employer portal. Now, going to the employer portal account, this is what the employer portal account will look like. So over here, we can see the employer profile, the job offer and application dashboard, and employer contacts. We've created a demo account in order to showcase how the employer portal process works. Now, here is the job offer and application dashboard. And here you can see that says OINP e-filing portal is live. Now, as an employer, once you go here, all you need to do is click on create new job offer. The OINP system is gonna ask for 2 things: whether your tier category is between 0 or 3 or 4 or 5 under the workforce priority stream. Now here, let's say we select 0 to 3. We're gonna put first name, last name. Let's just put Gurpreet Singh here. Personal email at gmail.com, job title restaurant manager, and we click on create draft. Now, guys, this is where we create a draft. Now, once a job draft, offer draft is created, it is not submitted. So what you need to do is you need to edit and submit the job offer in order to continue the submission. If you have a representative, you can add the representative after starting the job offer draft. Now, if we go here, we click on the job offer, and over here we can essentially add a representative or edit the job offer to submit. Now, as an employer, if you're doing it yourself, you click on edit. If you want to assign a representative, all you do is go here, fill in the information about, is someone assisting you with completing this application? You'll say yes. And for example, if say you hire us to help you with the job offer submission, this is how you assign us as a representative. Will you pay or have paid this person? You say yes. If you received assistance, you say yes, and so on. You put in the information and then you click appoint, right? So this is a way to appoint a representative. If you want to do it yourself, you go to edit, Now, this is basic information that you need to submit. This is the applicant's information. You will go next. Next would be information about the job offer. So you'll select a job offer knock code. So let's just do restaurant manager, hourly wage $30. Is this permanent? Yes. Same address as the head office location. This is a very dummy account that we've created. Is the location in GTA? Yes. Next, employer contact information. We go next. Assistance with no. So basically here we are just saying that no representative is assisting. If we say yes, then we have to add that person as a representative, and that's about it. Once we do the declaration and submission, the job offer will be submitted, and your employee, the applicant, will receive the confirmation, a job offer number, which they can use to create their expression of interest. So that is it. It's pretty straightforward. All you need to do is submit this job offer, and the information that you need is the knock code and the job title of your employee, along with their basic information such as their full name, right? And with all of that, you can hit the submit button, and once it's submitted, then you are in a place where, let me show you an example here. So it'll take some time to submit. Once submitted, you can say, it says that employee applicant will receive an email containing the details on how to register for expression of interest. Thanks a lot guys for watching this video till here. I would request you to take a moment and subscribe to this channel. You subscribing to this channel keeps us motivated and thriving to continue creating informational and engaging content. So take a moment, subscribe right now. That's it guys. The job offer submission process has not changed much since the new update under the workforce priority stream, since the launch of workforce priority stream. The job offer submission is very similar to what it used to be before under the international student, foreign worker stream, etc, etc. If you are an employer and you're looking to support your staff, this is the simple steps that you need to follow in order to make a job offer submission. If you are an applicant and you want to understand the steps after a job offer is submitted, we have made videos before this, but we'll make a few new videos in order to showcase a demo of how to create an expression of interest under the OINP's new job offer workforce priority stream. That's it for this video guys. I hope you found this useful, and as an employer, you're able to now submit job offer for your applicants. Thanks a lot for tuning in guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you are notified about any new video that we upload. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot guys for watching this video till the end. I would like to request you to do 3 things now. Number 1, subscribe to the channel. Again, you subscribing to the channel helps us stay motivated to continue creating engaging and informative content about Canadian immigration. Number 2, leave a comment in the comment section about one thing that you liked about this video, one thing you disliked about this video, and what you would like to see next in our future videos. Your feedback helps us improve our performance and also ensure that we keep on creating content that you would like to see. And thirdly, share this video with a friend, a family member, anyone you know, because one piece of information can change someone's life. Thanks again for tuning in, and continue watching FHCN.